Hey, farming peeps. Toster12 here, and we are on Farming Simulator 19. We're at Carlos Reliable Motors. Yep, we're buying some vehicles. Or should I say we've already bought some vehicles. Kind of on a lease program. It's a kind of a lease to own. Kind of. First, we have our trusty Liber telehandler. Love these things. They're amazing. Also, we have a lineup of all of the skid steers and accessories. We have both New Hollands and we have the JCB. Right now, that is the only three that is available to us. Hopefully, we'll be getting more, which we may or may not. But nonetheless, we've got all three of them and their accessories right here. And I've done a few tests. Everything here will hook up on each machine. Doesn't matter. It will, and I figured it would because it's a skid steer. It's kind of a universal thing. Some companies are, like brand name only. They're it's exclusive to that name, to that skid steer, or to that tractor, or to that implement. It's only available there. Some stuff, not all stuff. However, this will hook up to any of that. There is a few things I have noticed and found out. They don't climb at all, which most skid steers don't. They're not made to climb. Right over there on the side of that palm tree right there, to the right of it, we tried to go up that hill. And none of them made it, which I didn't figure they would. Actually, the best one out of all of them was right there. The wheeled New Holland. It actually pretty much done the best. That and both New Hollands done really well. The JCB not so much. It kind of bottomed out in the ass end. But the New Hollands done pretty good. I mean, they didn't make it, but they kept grunting and kept wanting to go. The JCB it just tuckered out. But nonetheless, I have found out a few things. Of course, like I've done last year, there's the hay spike. Or last year on Farming 17. I'll get it right in a minute. On Farming 17. I had hay spikes, but I very seldom used them because I had the pallet forks. And I used the pallet forks for pallets and for the hay. So there's no need to double up, in all honesty. And it saves you from having to change back and forth. I mean, there's the hay spike. It's just kind of a personal preference, too. If you want to use the hay spike, by all means, use the hay spike. But you don't have to, because it works just fine with that pallet fork right there. Works just fine. See? JCB pallet fork. Hooks right up to it, lifts it up, registers the hay it's on there, 4,000 liters. I mean, so it works. Hauls it around, just does everything that it should do. I mean, there's no problem with it whatsoever. They just don't get high enough. Now, granted, we're not going to stack round bales 4 high. Well, maybe not. There may be some instances where we may. But if you're wanting to stack them in a barn or something, or stack them up on a trailer, moving them, hauling them, you're not going to be able to do it because the trailer is going to be, a decent height. Then you're going to have to stack 2 or 3 high there. You may get too high with this. I was trying to stack the wool pallets in the hay trailer. Let me find it. And I couldn't even get a double stack. I could only get a single stack in the trailer. That one right there. I was using it for a wool trailer. I can only get a single stack of wool in that with the skid steer. It would not double stack it because it couldn't get the reach. However, right here will, because I have this, and this is what I've been using. Without the bucket, of course. And this is a pallet fork as well. So, if I need to get the reach, of course we all know that skid steer it does what it's for. It works great. I love those things, and they're actually fun to drive in real life. But they just can't do what the telehandlers do. That's for sure. However, there you have it. If you need the reach, you can get the reach, but you're not going to get it out of any of these. It's just not going to happen. Oops, I got the wrong one again. It jumped me over in that one. But they're good for what they are. I love the things. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I love them. They're amazing. And they all pretty much, as far as skid steer versus skid steer, all pretty much have the same reach. They all pretty much have the same height. That's as far as it'll go. And the other New Holland is about the same. So you're looking at, apples to apples. On the skid steers. Basically, what you want to look for on a skid steer on these is the cost and the amount of slots that it uses. And a few other things. If you like the tracks, there you go. Personal preference on a lot of stuff. Basically what this is. So, there you have it. Now that one's a little lower. Looks like, I would say, the JCB may have it by a little bit. Hard to tell. But the New Holland right here, the 218, it's a little bit, it don't have that reach at all. It just don't have it. And that's all she's got. That's it. You're looking at it. Now, the New Hollands don't have the work lights in the rear. The JCB is the only one that does. If you look, they have no work lights in the rear. JCB is the only one that has the work lights. So, if you're looking to work at night, and you want light all around you, you might as well get the JCB. So, I don't know what I was doing there. That's just a little tidbit I seen and noticed. But like I said, they pretty much, it looks like the JCB has the lift on it just by a little bit right here from the front side. Looks like just by a little. So if you need a lift, the JCB is going to get you just a little bit more, of course, but not near as much as the telehandler. But it will stack to a moderate height. It will get the hay bales here to a decent height. And like I said, all these attachments will fit on each of the skid steers. I did find out, oops, wrong button. that if you're wanting the volume for the buckets of the skid steer, if I can find there, you're not going to get it. There's 1284 for the high dump bucket. And 1200 for the JCB. So you're getting 84 more liters with the high dump bucket. It's 4,000. And looks like it takes up 2 spaces, where the JCB takes up 3. So you're actually gaining a space and you're gaining 84 liters. So it's, you know, you got $4,000 for that one and 800 for the JCB. It's, you know, so how much do you want to spend versus 48 liters or 84 liters in one spot? You know, one slot there. So that's that. I don't see how that's going to weigh out. However, if you're actually looking for volume, right there, 2640 in the telehandler, and it lifts the weight, the reach, it hauls anything, and it's 2800. I mean, it's, and all the same attachments they got. I think this is the only one, the log fork, that the telehandler has that the skid steers don't, and the lizard bag mount. Other than that, pretty much the same on the attachments. The of course the telehandlers don't have the cutters. They got the grapplings, you know, grapples right there, but they don't have the cutters or the stump grinders. That's one thing they don't have on the telehandlers that the skid steers do. Because the skid steers are amazing at stump grinding and tree cutting. I mean, they work great. Not near as good as the Scorpion, but they do work great. There's your if you like that the grapple bell handler. There's the grapple. It'll, you know, grab bars. You can use those with these. The other benefit that I think is neat, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Howard Buck that found this. And if you need to transport, you can transport. These are small enough. You can load this little sucker right up. There we go. Kind of cutting out on me. But you can load it up, load hay, load it and the hay, whatever you need, and go. So there you have it. Works perfect with that livestock trailer. And that trailer is that one there, the animal transport. So if you need to haul, you can haul 2 of these. I mean, if you needed to, haul a load of hay with that. I mean, that's a benefit. You're not going to get the telehandler in one. Probably not going to happen. Hadn't tried it. Don't think I need to because the width. I just don't see it happening. I mean, it may, but I kind of doubt it. But we'll give it a shot. Some of the other ones may. It's very possible, but I just don't see this one doing that. Just not going to do it. It needs to be a little bit wider, yeah. It's not even going to think about it. But it's just a little tidbit that I've actually come to see and check out here on the farm at Carlo's Reliable Motors, where it's financing available if you need it. And here's the bucket to the telehandler. Now look at the difference in that. You could almost put that bucket in this one. You probably could if I turned it around. It probably would haul that bucket. A few differences in these, but not much. It's mainly going to boil down to personal preference on the skid steers. Because like I said, all the attachments will attach. There's the JCB. I can drop its pallet fork. That is so... Huh. I would not be able to do that again. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Wow. Oh, wow. That is cool. Huh. I couldn't do that again if I tried. Anyway. You can drop the JCB's pallet fork and stick it in the pavement. It's a hot day here. Pavement's soft. And come right over here and start cutting trees down. Come right over here and just start whacking some trees. The ones you don't like, the ones that's in your way, you can take them out. It don't matter. I probably won't be able to take this out because I don't own it, but yeah, I didn't think so. But you get the point. You can start taking trees. So I mean, it is doable. And the same thing with the other ones. Ooh, watch the pallet fork there. Oh, see, I tried. It didn't work. Must not have been as sharp, or the pavement must have not have been near as hot right there. So over here with New Holland, and well, crap, the JCB is taken up, but I'm going to go ahead and start grinding stumps with the JCB stump grinder. So there you have it. They all interchange. New Holland and JCB. They all interchange. So basically what it's going to come down to is personal preference. Which one do you like the best? Which one do you want to spend the money on? And what slots do you have available? That's what it's going to come down to. It doesn't matter what I say or what I think or how I feel or what I like or what I dislike. If I'm not the one purchasing it and using it, it doesn't matter what I think. I'm just giving you the information so you can decide. That's all it is. It's either going to be a telehandler, a skid steer, or tractor. I mean, you're going to use what you want because you're the one doing it. It's your game. It's your farm. Farm it the way you want to. I'm just giving you information that you can use so you can decide. That's all I'm here for. Because all three of them will lift the hay. Evidently, all three of them will not stick forks in the ground. They will lift the hay. They'll move the hay. They got the buckets, all the hardware, everything available that is available here will work with any of those three skid steers. And if we get more skid steers down the line, I can just about bet you that all these will probably work with that just as well. It probably won't be any difference at all. The only thing you're going to see different between them is the price and the slot count. That's basically going to be it. Now you're looking at a 61 horsepower here, 74 horsepower, and a 74 horsepower. That goes 8 mile an hour, 7, and 11. And you can tell the difference. When you're going down the road, you can tell the difference between the 11 and these two. You can't tell the difference between a 7 and 8 very much, but you can tell the difference between driving the 7 and 8 and driving the 11. It makes a difference. So if speed's part of it, you might as well go ahead and get the one here that goes 11 miles an hour because you wouldn't think it makes a difference, but it's noticeable. It really is. So just a little tidbit information on the skid steers. If you liked it, a thumbs up would be amazing. It would be great. I'd greatly appreciate that. Also, I'm not going to fail to mention, check out the featured list of all the other guys over there. They got some great content, and the gals. They got some great content. They got some great videos. Check them out. Tell them I sent you. Give them a thumbs up. Subscribe to them as well. I'd appreciate it, and I bet they would too. Until next time, we'll catch you later.